All right, we're back in the dead of night after the final round, final period for the Anglers List 2022 qualifying weekend. I apologize. I keep looking up because I have a screen up here and down here, and I can't decide which one I'm supposed to be looking at. But I don't need to look at myself, but the comments are up here. Anyhow, welcome back, folks. I'm Tony Dahlberg, the real Tony D. I'm the host of the Anglers List live streams. I'm here to give you updates and let you know how things went. We have concluded the event. The qualifier is over, and now we're going to get the final check-in videos taken care of, hear from everybody and how they did. I'm still missing 2 videos. Obviously, service has been a nightmare this weekend, so these guys are going out in the middle of nowhere and having a hard time finding a spot to use technology, which is not a bad thing. But we'll make do. We're missing right now Guggen on the bracket 2, and we're missing Hogsback on bracket 2. We're missing Guggen over on bracket 1, but that's all right. We'll watch what we have for now, and if they come in, I'll play them for you. But I'm going to get a couple things out of the way first. Thank yous to our sponsors. So we will start there and keep things rolling. So first thank you we need to throw out is to our boy Jake Pills over there at, oh, I shared the wrong screen. Let's try that again. We need to thank Mr. Jake Pills of Hogsback Custom Rods, solid custom rod company, all handmade by Jake Pills himself in North Branch, Minnesota, as he says here. And he's got a full array of open water rods from walleye to river rat series. That's what he should change it to, river rat series. And a full lineup of ice fishing rods as well. I have some of both. I've showed you my panfish rod that I have here and my musky rod. I'm not going to do that again because I'm going to knock a light off the ceiling or something if I even touch those things. So thank you, Hogsback. They will be awarding custom rods to the winners of the final in August, which is August 27th. So thank you, Hogsback. Next up, we will take a look at 903 Bait Company out of Bullard, Texas. He makes all kinds of hand-poured soft plastics. He has been a supporter of the Anglers List for the last couple of years, so we appreciate him very much. Sent baits over for our competitors and also a couple to give away. The contest is over. Well, it's not over, but all the letters are in, so you can go over and make your guesses on the posts. And I saw a bunch coming in here late in the evening, so get over there and guess. We'll go take a look at that tomorrow and announce our winners. But 903 Baits, they've got everything you could look for in plastics, targeting crappies to bass. I'm sure you could go catch walleyes on these. He's got craws, stick baits, worms, paddle tails, you name it. He's probably got it. So check out 903 Bait Company on Facebook and let him know what you need. He'll get you dialed in. And then lastly, we are going to talk about, sorry, I got all my chat windows open. Close those down. Funk's Jigs. Curtis Funk makes some handmade, hand-painted jigs out in Iowa. And he has been gracious enough to donate 2 $25 gift certificates to Funk's Jigs. And one of those gift certificates will be given away as part of the same contest. Guess the word from the letters and go comment on the post for the Funk's Jigs gift certificate, and we will find out who that winner is tomorrow. He's got everything from tungsten jigs for ice fishing, spoons for panfish and perch, bigger spoons for northerns and those toothy critters and what have you. So give them a call, hit them up on Facebook, let them know what you're looking for. Probably can figure something out. It's got some awesome colors and some good glow paint. That's some bright glow on those. So there you go. Get some jigs from Funk's Jigs. Whose jigs? Funk's Jigs. All right. That's it for sponsors. Another shout out to Future Anglers of Minnesota. If you're unaware of who Future Anglers of Minnesota is, we're an organization meant to get kids out fishing and provide a lifetime of mentorship through our organization and those that choose to participate with us. The Anglers List was gracious enough to donate, I think it was 25% of the entry fees, so it come out to like $500. So we really appreciate that. We will put that to good use, and thank you for supporting the Anglers List and youth angling. All right. Now, time to get into check-ins. It was kind of a quick start in the evening. Then it kind of died off, and then right there at the end, we got some late submissions. That was pretty exciting. A lot of movement on the leaderboard, and I think you guys are going to be pretty surprised with what you see here. So first, we're going to start with bracket 1 and move into bracket 2, and then we will have some of our competitors come and chat with us. Right now, it looks like we've got Mud Puddle in the lobby waiting to chat, having a couple refreshments, hopefully of the adult variety. After a long day of fishing, I mean, that's an understatement, long day of fishing. Oh, no, it looks like we got body armor right now. So just hydrating first. So, all right. So we're going to get into the bracket 1 check-in videos and go from there. So first up, we will hear from, there it is, Ma and Pa.
Hello, this is Ma and Pa. This is our last entry, and we had a great time. We caught a lot of fish at the end. Was able to submit one more fish. So again, we did have a good time, and we'd probably do it again, but I don't know how anybody could do 40 hours. I could barely get 20 hours in before I'm dead tired. So anyways, we had a good time, and we'll probably do it again sometime. So thanks, and
can't wait to see how it turned out.
Yeah, we'll be up. We'll be watching, and
we'll be watching the 40 hour too.
Yeah. All right, guys. Thanks.
Nice work, Ma and Pa, Dan and Tammy. Good. It was awesome to have you guys in this event, and it was good to see you guys putting some points on the board. You did not zero, so that is a well fought effort. All right. Next up, we will have. It's Team Mud Puddle, I believe. Yeah, Mud Puddle. I'm going by who's in the picture of the thumbnail, so Mud Puddle.
Hey guys, Team Mud Puddle checking in here for the final check-in. We had a pretty decent final period. We were able to tack on, I believe, 3 new points.
Yep.
Nothing too crazy, but...
Yeah, we were able to find a smallie, a carp, and our last spot we were able to pull out a little bullhead. So yeah, I got a few fish submit.
Yeah,
and yeah,
interested to see how everything turns out. Final thank you to Tony and Shara and all the sponsors for helping out, making this possible. So.
Yeah, we appreciate it.
All right, well, right. Team Mud Puddle checking out.
All right, we'll see you in a few months.
All right, nice work, Mud Puddle. You stayed real active, and leaderboard shows it. So nice work, fellas. Next up, we will hear from Goodwill.
Hey guys, this is Team Goodwill. Finally calling her a night. The last check-in here. We're actually on the road on our way home. Yeah,
half a mile. Exit the highway at Exit 113.
Yeah. You don't need to know what that means. But, yeah, we've actually been on the road for about 45 minutes already. Yeah. So, yeah, we called her an early night here. I think we added one more species to the list, and I think we bolstered and upgraded a couple of our already solid points, and I feel pretty good about those. Had a few get off that were a little bit heartbreaking, that were some really, really nice fish.
In a quarter of a mile,
Had something really nice on towards the end that just peeled drag until it finally bent the hook over, and got really excited for a bit, and then couldn't get anything else to bite afterwards. So we're like, you know what? Let's just call her a night. This big one's gone. Yeah. Wonderful experience. It only 20 hours.
Drive 5.3 miles.
Yeah. We got a lot done in 20 hours. Oh yeah. Had a blast. Went a lot more places than we were anticipating going. Yeah, caught some nice fish. Hope everybody else had as much fun as we did. And again, thank you to everybody who's helping out with this. Second all of that. Now I'm ready for bed. Alright. Goodwill out.
That is a tired couple of anglers there. Cole said he wants to join the stream later, so we'll see if he takes a nap first or if we get a tired Cole in here. All right, so this last video, I'm going to share it just so we can get the audio, but turn your head this way. I can't get this thing to turn, so here you go.
Well, the Googans here for our final check-in. We kind of made a last-minute change of plans. Spur of the moment, had an idea and ran with it, and that panned out all right. Yeah, nothing huge, but it was two species that weren't on the list previous to this session, so we're hoping we can get lucky with that. Yeah, they aren't giants, but might count. And then from there, we continued on with our original game plan, and we are sitting on the St. Croix. No bugs. Really nice evening. Super nice evening. River's calm. So yeah, we're gonna report three species. Got a bullhead and a smallmouth, and then Riley. I managed to find myself in front of another flathead. Threw the bullhead out, and 2-3 minutes it was bent over. We still were trying to rig up our other rods to toss out, and had that netted up at probably about 9:15, right when we got out here. Yeah, so pretty successful to get a flathead. So yeah, I hear it's been pretty slow on the Croix for those that they hadn't really started yet, so we weren't expecting it, but we're hoping for it. Yeah, so yeah, definitely had a great day today. Everything's just been really awesome. Want to thank Shara and Tony for all they do for helping out with this and kind of running this thing. And yeah, and I hope everyone had as much fun as we did. It's unfortunate we got to eliminate 2 teams. We're very hopeful we're not one of them. But yeah, puts some skin in the game anyways, and adds the pressure, which is another fun element that we really enjoyed. So yeah, excited to see how things shake out here. Final period. Yeah. Thanks.
Wow. That's a good evening for a little bit of a change of plans, and the scoreboard's showing it. They turned in that flathead, and that made all the difference there for those boys. All right, let's look at the leaderboard so you can see what I'm talking about. So get over here to this one. All right, so there we go. We've got our, I'm gonna get out of there. So bracket number 1, as it stands right now, looks like we have the Googans finishing it out with 6 fish and 88 3/4 inches, breaking the tie with Goodwill, who also had 6 fish, but a total of 70 inches in second place. And then Team Mud Puddle comes in third with, oh, shoot, hold on. I thought that said 5. Turn around, back up. Start over. Team Mud Puddle is our winner of bracket number 1. It doesn't mean anything, but they did win this weekend. 6 fish, 93 3/4 inches. The Googans in second, 6 fish, 88 3/4, and Goodwill in third, 6 fish, 70 inches. Wow, I was reading 5 the entire time there. So wow, 3-way tie in bracket 1, and Ma and Pa coming in with 1 fish. They didn't zero, they didn't blank. It was a good hard fought battle for those guys. So wow, nice work. Bracket 1 kept it close, kept it interesting, and I wasn't even paying attention. So let's get a look at some of these newer submissions. We've got for Team Mud Puddle, they put up a 19-inch common carp. So we'll look at these quick. I'm going to try to go quicker through this here. So this is their carp on the bump board, 19 inches, indicator. And there you have it. Zach holding that one out. And then they also had a bullhead at 11 inches. Had to get a little creative with the measuring here, but it counts. And they also did not have a 1/4 inch mark, so they rounded down to the 11 inches. So that is an 11-inch bullhead. There's Dion. A little bit of sand on that one there. It always looks like they're like hanging off the side of a boat, but obviously that's the back of his truck. And I think that was it. Yeah, that's it for Mud Puddle. Putting those 2 points on the board, brought them over the top there and took it home. So congratulations, boys. Doesn't mean anything. Just means you won your side. So good work. The Googans, they submit in this last round smallmouth and the flathead. They said they submit the bullhead, but that was beaten out. So take a look at their smallmouth here, a 14-incher. Right on the bank. There it is on the bump board with our indicator. Got to kind of remember that the picture is turned, so that is not oriented right. Got to turn your head. It is on the bump board. So there's their smallmouth, and then the flathead that he had mentioned, 31 3/4 inches. There it is on the board with the tail. Wow, that is a fat fish. Very nice. Very nice surprise in a night fishing scenario. Nice flathead. One of those, hope we get one. Not sure if we will. Thank God we did. So great fish, fellas. Didn't quite pull you over the edge there, but well fought battle, taking home second. Again, still doesn't mean anything. And then Team Goodwill, they submit a channel cat, a 9-inch channel. Look at that little guy. He's almost see-through. There he is on the bump board. Just touching the line. We count it as 9. All right. So there you have it. Oh, and then we'll take a look at Mom and Pa. They put up a sheephead, a drum here on the board for their solo point. They got that red horse stolen from them, but they were able to battle in another point out of it. There it is on the board. And there's Dan holding that big, I don't want to call them ugly, but they're a goofy looking fish, that's for sure. So there you have bracket 1 scoreboard. Congrats to Team Mud Puddle, the Googans, and Goodwill. You will be advancing to the finals. And Ma and Pa, thanks for grinding it out with us, and hope to see you in 2023. All right. So that'll do it for bracket 1. We know our 3 teams advancing from that side. Let's get on to bracket number 2. And I think we got all our videos now, so we should be good. So bracket number 2, we're going to start with the rod jerkers.
Hey guys, well, we're doing a little early checkout tonight because we want to go to bed. Tournament was a blast. It was a lot of fun. I know our scores don't really show it, but pretty proud of ourselves. We caught every fish that, well, just about every fish that we were trying to get. We just weren't getting the size that we were after. But it's a lot of fun seeing how good everybody is at, you know, what they love doing, and yeah, it was a blast. I had a really good time. How about you?
Yeah, it was a very different experience. I enjoyed it. I had a blast. Oh yeah.
Yeah,
It's
well,
awesome.
can't wait for the next time, and hope everyone had as much fun as we did, and everyone go get some shut-eye and rest up. So, rod jerkers, we're out.
Hard-fought battle from the rod jerkers. May have wanted to stick with the old name. Could have brought them some new luck, but good work, fellas. Way to grind it out. I've never done it. I've only been on this side of it, and it's kind of hard. I'm tired, as you can tell, but I can't imagine being out there in the wilderness for 20 hours just fishing. All right, let's check it out. Next team, 10 pounder.
Hey, it's 10 pounder here for the final check-in. This final period, I'm trying to get the light right. How's that?
We're both here, I promise. Ow. Beautiful.
This final period was decent. We had a lot of action. We got several decent channels, and we upgraded our channel a little bit. Channel cat, not by a lot, and then we caught a few lake sturgeon, which are out of season, and then we did get one shovel nose sturgeon. So we submitted that, and then we upgraded the sheephead point. So we caught a lot of sheephead too, a lot of small ones. What else did we do?
No, that's about it. It feels like we probably could have done the tournament in about 5 hours, maybe the first 3 and the last 2, but you know, hey, we were on the water, so nothing to complain about.
Yeah, so looking forward to seeing everyone else's fish, and yeah, it's a great tournament. Fun day. Looking forward to some sleep tonight.
Absolutely. All right, good night, everyone.
There we have it. That's 10 pounder checking in the dark. Looking like some Blair Witch Project action there. They had a heck of a round there. Like I said, that night bite for those river rats tends to pan out, and worked out good for them. All right, next up, we are going to hear from, that is the River Bums.
Hello everyone, it's the end of the night. We are sunburnt, we are pooped, we are hungry, we are thirsty.
Crispy.
We worked our butts off to get those last few fish in at the end of the night.
Yeah, I mean, we drove
We drove more than we fished.
Yeah. It was unfreaking believable how much. I don't think we ever stopped. We shared half a pizza all today and drank about 20 pops each.
I'm still shaking because I got so much caffeine in it.
Oh my goodness.
But we stuck it out on a good lake tonight. Did pretty darn well, we thought.
And we thought we'd stick it out for one last one, and it sure as hell paid off. Oh my gosh, yeah.
We stuck a big one.
Yep. So.
I hope everybody else did well. And thank you again for inviting us to this tournament. We'd love to do it again.
Yeah, very fun.
Tons of fun.
So.
Best of luck. Have a good night.
Thank you. River Bums done.
Yeah, these guys battled this this tournament. You guys are going to be pretty surprised at the showing they put on, because it was holy cow. I mean, if you can recall back from the beginning, they had basically 0 periods, and yeah, the scoreboard looks a lot different these days. So lastly, we are going to hear from Hogsback.
What's up, guys? Team Hogsback, final check-in here. Reporting here. Yeah, this evening we ran around. We caught some fish. We're close on a couple, adding. Yeah, we after some whiskers, and
yeah, that didn't pan out, but that's definitely whisker fishing for you.
That's right. But I mean, so we're actually not reporting any new fish. We were close on a couple, like we said, but no new fish. So our score is our score. We're excited to see what you guys got, and yeah, it was a grind. It was 20 hours. Well, for us, it was more like 18 and a half, but
yeah,
because
for one of us.
Because of sleepy hit over here, but we grinded through. Once again, we had a blast. We're excited to see all the scores and all the fish caught this evening. But yeah, Team Hogs back out.
Well, yeah, I guess that's how it goes when you're whisker fishing, as they say. I've never heard that, but I like it. Yeah, Hogsback. I mean, if you're familiar with the series, they tend to fare well, and they didn't zero, but yeah, it wasn't their best showing. But let's take a look at the scoreboard, and we'll see where the final everything shakes out on that. So, like I said before, you will be surprised, at least I was, at the grind that these river bums put in. They were struggling with, whatever they were targeting, they couldn't find. They just couldn't put in a submittable fish. Then they've got service issues, as everyone did, but it seemed they were struggling with it a lot, and they took it home. They ended it off 7 fish, total of 100 inches, and majority of those fish came in the evening. They all came, not all of them, but 4 of their scoreable fish were in this last period, which is pretty dang impressive. So good on them. And like they said, they stuck a big one, a 20.5-inch largemouth. So may as well start with that one. Now let's go down here. Let's start low, start small, go big. So they submit a green sunfish to start off the period. That one, there she is. I love the colors on the gills of a green sunfish. They're kind of seen as I don't know if they're invasive, but people don't like green sunfish, but I think they're just beautiful. There it is on the bump with your indicator. And another one on the bump board. Beautiful, beautiful greenie. I think some people would call that a pumpkin seed, but I myself see the green sunfish in that. They also put up an 8.5-inch bluegill. That's a long arm if I ever saw one. That's how you make an 8-inch fish look big. There it is on the bump board again. To get creative here, lining up the bump with the 0 when their bump board only goes to 10 inches, so they had to get creative, and we don't discriminate here. There we go. Last one of the bluegill. All right, and they put in a 10.25-inch crappie. I'm very surprised. The panfish, they just don't get targeted now. What's up? Seems like an easy point. There it is on the bump board. Pretty looking fish. I don't think that one's a spawner, unless maybe it's a female. Another one on the bump. And a grip and grin. Wow, it makes that look bigger. 10.25 ain't that bad. Nice crappie, fellas. And last but not least, for the river bums, they put up a largemouth bass at 20.5 inches. This thing is a stud. I did take some extra looks at this fish. Big old bucket mouth. I would love to try to guess the weight. Somebody tell me what they think in the comments section, but I'd put it at 4.5. I don't know. I don't gauge bass that well because I don't bass fish. That is a giant fish. I'm going to need some waypoints, fellas. I have not caught a bass that big in my life. So nice work, River Bums. Sorry, I kind of pinpointed them right off the bat. I usually go through it all, but that was just an impressive run by them coming from behind and just taking it home. So River Bums, 7 fish, 100 inches total, taking home bracket 2. We'll give you a round of applause. That's all you get. All right, and then Team 10 Pounder comes in with 6 fish at 149 inches. In second place, Hogsback, like we said, our defending champs, had a little bit of a struggle bus, but 3 points, 3 fish at 40 and 1/4 inches. And then the rod jerkers, they did not have a submittable fish. Well, they had submittable fish, but they didn't have a scoreable fish. So they ended up with a 0. They will be eliminated and not advance to the finals. So our 3 teams going to the finals from bracket 2 are the River Bums, 10 Pounder, and Hogsback in that order, as if the order matters. All right, let's take a look at some of 10 Pounder's fish really quickly, and then we'll get to talking to the boys in the lobby. They've been waiting. All right, 10 Pounder had a channel cat at 26 3/4. Big belly on that thing. I almost feel like I want to throw a weight factor into this just for fun. There it is on the bump board with the indicator. They did get themselves a shovel-nosed sturgeon, and I was a little confused. I didn't necessarily realize that parts of the Mississippi had shovel nose still open, still good to target. So they did put a shovel nose on the board. Forget, was it 29 1/4? With the sturgeon, you got to measure to the V. I can't zoom in on this, but I did. Trust me. I was making sure that is at 29 1/4 there to the V, not to the point of the tail, to the V. Very white fish. They have all kinds of photos in here. Struggling with the light, but look at that thing. It almost looks albino. That thing is really cool looking. So lucky catch. I don't know if that's lucky, but fortunate catch for them to get that on the board. That's a very tough point to get, I think. And one more. I don't know what it. Oh, there you go. Kevin holding it. There's their shovel nose, and lastly, they got that upgrade on the drum. I've seen a lot of these this weekend, so we'll go quickly through this one. There it is on the bump board. It'll flat back on that thing. And then the grip and grin. Nice fish, fellas. Good showing. 6 points. You're moving on. Hogsback did not submit any new fish in this round, so we are done with photos, done with all this talk on the leaderboard. Quick recap of the event. So in bracket 1, we had Team Mud Puddle take it home in first with most inches. All 3 teams in bracket 1 that advanced scored 6 points. So that was Team Mud Puddle, the Googans, and Goodwill. In bracket 2, we had the River Bums take it home with 7 fish at 100 total inches, and 10 Pounder and Hogsback following in to the finals in August. So again, that's Mud Puddle, the Googans, and Team Goodwill, River Bums, 10 Pounder, and Hogsback going to the finals in August. Congratulations, folks. Well fought. It was tight battle, just like we like to see it. So great work. And I had fun following along. So now we ain't got any action in the comments section. Nobody's got any questions. And I'm sick of talking to myself. And Dion's been waiting down there for a long time. So I'm going to let him in. So here we go with Team Mud Puddle. Let's see how their day went and get some insight. What's up, fellas?
What's going on, Tony? How's it going?
I don't think I'm as tired as you, but I'm tired.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah, it's been a long day. It's been a grind, but
yeah,
it's all good.
Did everything go according to plan, or did you have to make some big adjustments this year?
No, we had to make adjustments just based on shrinking it down to 20 hours for sure, for the qualifier. We still did a lot of driving. A few hours. Yeah, for sure. And we actually, surprisingly, we almost headed home pretty stinking early. And then we actually were on the way home, and he said, let's try to find a bullhead spot on the way home. And looked at the next creek that was crossing the road that we were on, stopped there and caught that one.
Wow.
Right at the end.
Just a last minute Hail Mary there.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah. I mean, not that it would have made a huge difference, but it is kind of cool to have, where did I place in that round? Granted, you get a pat on the back for winning, but that's crazy.
We knew most of our points were pretty bad, so we expected a lot of them to get stolen actually in this evening period, but that didn't happen. So we just wanted to hang on with maybe an extra point if we could get one. So.
Right, and yeah, like the red horse, that was a point that just was back and forth kind of all day, and you edged them out by a quarter inch in the end. So.
And we caught so many of them too, and they were all 15 to 17 inches. I mean, we couldn't catch a big one, but snuck that one by a quarter inch.
Yeah, yep, it was worth it. Yeah,
the largemouth was pretty cool today. Sight fished that. Or Zach did. Yeah.
Was it bedding? It can't be bedding already.
It wasn't. No, they weren't bedding. We saw quite a few at that spot, but that was the first one we saw and dropped on it. He caught it with a hair jig.
Oh.
Came and just crushed it.
Was it a 903?
No, that one was on hair.
Did you guys use any 903 baits?
A little bit. We threw some plastics up north, but weren't real successful up there. The fish weren't where we thought they'd be. Yeah, it was tough up north today. Yeah, and our trout, that was our biggest heartbreak of the morning. We got into some brookies, and we caught so many brook trout. I mean, we're doubling up and one after another, and finally we just said, this one should be good enough. And next check-in, we see Riley beat it or whatever by an inch. And
I mean, you gotta assume that they're going to have it. So, I mean, a little one, it's worth putting it on the board because they might just zero themselves, but they always seem to get those points.
And the one we caught too, we kind of used that for context, that it was around the same size, if not a little bigger than any of the other ones that have been registered so far in the years past. So we felt okay about it. And then same thing with our rainbow. We didn't bring a canoe into that lake. We just shore fished it, and we could see a ton of them out deeper, but we got that little guy up shallow, and same thing. Riley beat it by like an inch or something. Dang it. So our morning was pretty dead for a while. Yeah. We really struggled at the first half of the day.
Well, trout's kind of a send, isn't it? I mean, I'm trying to get into trout fishing myself. My uncles do it. My grandpa wants me to do it. There's nothing close. You have to make it a send.
For the most part, yeah.
And you're talking lake fishing for them too, right? You're not going to these streams that are, on the Wisconsin border or way up north or way down south or anything like that.
Yeah, no, today everything we fished for trout was a lake. We do fish some streams a little bit too, but just kind of in the wrong direction for today.
Sure. Well, I'm gonna have to get some spots from you. No, I don't need specifics. I just need an area.
Yeah.
We gotta go bend a rod.
We'll go trout fishing sometime.
Perfect. Perfect. I like it. Sweet. Well, anything crazy happen? Did you have somebody have to go lose a sock in the woods or any,
no, nothing. Not like that. Watched an osprey this morning. Pretty cool.
That was a video you sent me. That was really cool.
That was on the Rainbow Trout Lake, and there's 2 osprey. They both dove probably 5 to 10 times each.
Yeah. Wow.
It was really cool.
So they were hungry.
Yeah. What else?
Saw some beavers.
Yeah.
In a couple different places.
Got a couple wood ticks.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Poison ivy coming up good. They avoided it, but definitely saw it.
It's mosquito repellent, right? Or was it tick repellent?
It's good tick repellent. Yeah. No ticks after that.
No, it was pretty mellow, really. We wasted a lot of time in the truck, which is all right. I guess it got us to the fish that we needed to ultimately get, but
right.
We grinded all morning and just failure on failure on failure, and then made about a 4.5 hour drive, and ended up where we did. So
man. 4.5 hours. That's a lot of. I mean, time management wise, that's a whole period.
It was a gamble. It was a big gamble. And we still didn't. Yeah, we left in period 2 with a couple hours left, I think. So then it ate into 2 periods. So we were still able to enter fish in every period. But yeah, that was high risk but high reward, I guess.
Yeah, definitely. So awesome. Well, do you guys have any plans to change up your strategy coming into the final, or you got some time to think about it, but you got new plans, or are you gonna kind of stick to your guns?
Yeah, there's gonna be some new plans.
Yeah, definitely
for sure.
Some new plans.
You didn't have the bowfin, so
I know.
Yeah.
Well, actually, where we caught that bass is where we pulled one of our bowfin in one of the previous tournaments, and it's all sight fishing there. We didn't see any, otherwise we would have tried on them. But the same thing, we were shore fishing there as well, so you're kind of limited too.
Yep.
But in the next tournament, we'll probably give that more of a shot with the boat.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot different. All 8 or all 6 of you against each other this time, so points are going to be a little bit harder to come by. So.
Yep. Yeah, for sure. And well, hopefully with the extra a lot of time, we get a few more species added to the list too.
Yeah. Maybe be able to upgrade some of those fish a little more.
Yeah.
A couple more minutes on a few of them.
Yeah, good point. Yeah, whole weekend instead of one day. So.
That's what we were just talking about before we jumped on with you, is that, we fished the 20 hours today, and none of our points are that strong, but that's a decent amount of points. If we spend a little bit more time on them or whatever, we still have a full another day.
Right. So you can go back if something was hot, or just kind of you can make bigger adjustments, and that 4.5 hour drive doesn't hurt so bad.
Right.
Yeah.
Good deal. Well, all right. Well, I'm sure you guys are sick and tired of watching my face and got a drive ahead of you there. So let you get on the road, unless you want to stick around. And I got Goodwill in the lobby.
Yeah, no, we'll jump out so you can get on with them and see what they have to say.
All right.
But thanks again.
Thanks, Tony.
Yeah, absolutely. I love it. This is fun for me. If I don't get to be out there, at least I get to be involved.
Heck yeah.
All right.
All right,
fellas.
Thanks, Tony.
You too.
Bye.
All right. That was Mud Puddle, and let's get Goodwill up in here. What's up, fellas?
Not much. How's it going, Tony?
It's going. Still awake.
Yeah, we're struggling with that too.
Yeah,
I passed out 2 or 3 times today, snoring away in the boat while we're casting lines. I swear to God.
Yeah, I know that feeling. Yep. Well, so how did it go in general? I mean, did you feel pretty good? You were on a tear for a minute there.
Well, in general, it went well. We actually were hoping to get like 3 more species on our first lake and a couple other ones on our second lake. So we started out slower than we wanted to, and then we just tried to make up some of those points later on, and things weren't biting where they were supposed to be. So they slowed down quite a bit. We had some monsters on, and It just didn't want to get in the boat.
I think we burnt out a little bit too soon. We started really strong, and then we just kind of tapered off.
Yeah, it's like a
we hit a wall,
or just like you're just burnt out and sick of
Cast the
grinding.
line out and laying your head back a little bit.
Oh my gosh! If I never catch another sheephead in my life, I swear.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't need to look at sheephead pictures anymore. Yeah.
And we would have been first if we didn't, with that literally was that was the difference.
I don't know, we probably caught 100, 150 sheephead the last 4 or 5 hours.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh, because we knew that was gonna get
well, we were trying for other stuff, and they just kept biting, and all of a sudden you're like, oh, there's a decent fish, and you're like, no, don't worry about it.
Just a drum.
Yeah.
Barn door.
Yeah, exactly.
Did you have any like major adjustments you made to your plan, or did you kind of stick to it and just grind it out?
No, last night we made one quick change to our plan, and it paid off well. That's where we ended up finding our sunfish and crappie. We were hoping to find a pumpkin seed and a white, but we'll take the two that we got. They ended up being decent fish.
We were happy with the bluegill. The bluegill was as expected. The crappie was a lot smaller than we expected.
Yeah.
But yeah, we were hoping to find some whites in there too. So
I mean, you could take me to that lake and chase those bluegills all day. My biggest is 9 3/4, so I gotta crack 10. So
yeah, we did. I had 3 over 10 today.
Wow.
And they were just one right after another. It's different though. You're picking them up on live scope, so you see the fish and you move in front of it, and it just crushed it.
Mm-hmm.
It was.
Yeah,
I was getting
I was actually wondering about that. If many of you guys, I figured you guys had it out there with you. I'm just curious if others were utilizing live scope at all.
I know Mud Puddle uses it quite a bit, but I don't know if they use it today or not. But
yeah, it sounded like they were on the bank a lot. So.
Yeah. No, we got a few surprise fish in there, which were kind of nice. Other than that, it was
I think that's the first Anglers List sauger.
No, we saw them last year.
Was there?
We didn't have one, but
I'm pretty sure Team Bassholes had one, didn't they?
No, they had a walleye. I don't think they had a sauger. They might have. I'll have to go back and look.
Okay. Yeah, it was a tiny little one. We were looking at them like little spots on the back there, and it didn't have that little white dot or the white speckle on the back of the tail.
Yep.
Like, yeah, that's got to be a sauger.
So. Oh yeah, those guys run small.
Yeah, they do. We're like,
about it.
Do we try to upgrade? And I'm like, no, I think one's enough.
Well, yeah, and I feel like you're targeting sauger and you end up catching walleye, and then vice versa. You're targeting walleye and you catch sauger. So,
well, yeah, that was the surprise. I mean, we got our walleye and we were really happy about it, and then all of a sudden, the sauger came in. But yeah,
actually, I think it was one fish right after another or something like that.
Yeah.
None
of the points that we had today, I thought were very strong. I thought all of them were all stealable points, and except for the bluegill.
Yeah, that was the only one I felt like you guys were going to hang on for sure. And I thought the sauger would probably hang on just because, I don't know, it just seems like
the rarity of it.
Yeah, it's not like rare, but yeah, they're not. You're catching walleyes more than you're catching saugers. It seems.
Yeah.
Like, so.
Yeah, no, we caught quite a few walleye today. I shouldn't say Cole caught a bunch of walleye today.
Well, I should ask, were you using any 903 baits? Did any of these fish on your scoreboard here come on 903?
I was running a bunch of 903. I was trying to get some of those largemouth, and Cole's just having fun catching walleye. And then we were catching some white bass in there at the same time too. So it was just a nice mixed bag of. You throw out, you have no idea what's coming in. It's either going to be a catfish, a white bass, a drum, sauger, walleye.
Yeah, that's fun.
Oh yeah,
that was my kind of fishing right there. It
was a good time, and it was really active for quite a while too.
Yeah, I was going to say your walleye, white bass, sauger all came within 30 minutes of each other.
Yeah,
they were all in the legitimately the same spot.
Yeah. It makes sense.
Boats that kept trying to come into that spot too. They were watching us catch fish after fish after fish, and
And we had to play defense on our spot. It was great.
Get the spot lock out and block them off. And
Yeah.
Nice. Did you have any wild and crazy events happen, or stay pretty low key?
I may have needed to run up somebody's dock and find a spot in the woods real quick, but
I was joking when I said
I just started laughing about that. I'm like, oh no.
You lost a sock or a sleeve?
They had some nice oak leaves there.
Oh, okay. All right.
If he gets a rash, I don't want to talk
I was
about it.
going to say, don't check in later. I don't want to know.
No, we get set up in this spot, and we're just about to do one of our check-in videos. I'm like, uh-oh.
Oh, no. Something's
Yeah.
knocking.
Yeah, then like shortly after that, whoever owned the dock came out, and they were checking their dock out. I'm like, don't walk through your woods.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I don't know what I would do there. I might just lean over the edge of the boat.
That was a thought, but it was a pretty busy area.
Yeah, nobody wants to see that.
No, nobody wants to see that.
Nice. Good. Well, I don't have too much else for you. I mean, do you guys got any comments, questions for me, or anything you want to share?
Well, just we would like to thank you for the most part for doing such a good job of doing this every year. I mean, simple as that. But
I'm having fun with it. We gotta be nice to find some more people, but we talked about adding some resources. But yeah, this has been a lot of fun for me, and I just wish I could come out and fish, but
well, we'll have to make sure that happens one of these years for sure. Once we get all this can do is grow.
Right.
So
yeah, we just need people to stay interested, keep doing it, keep putting it out, and hopefully people will grab onto it. It technically we had more teams this year. We had 2 new teams for sure.
We average 2 new teams a year. I think that's kind of what we're at right now. We started with 4. We were at 6 the second year. Now we're at 8.
Yep.
I mean, obviously the original dream or the original vision was to get that 16.
Yep.
So
I don't think you change that. I mean, you always just keep it there, and you've made do with the adjustment to less teams. It's let's keep it going.
We'll get there.
Yeah. One step at a time. I mean, we started with like 100 viewers the first year, then I think we went to like 1,000, something like that, and I think we're over 5,000 now.
Excellent.
So it's growing. It's getting better. Yeah, whenever you get time, we'll have to take you out to a lake that we can't talk about on air.
That sounds mighty fine to me.
Other than that, I think we're both about ready for bed.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, you don't even have time for a beverage or anything. It's time for the pillow, eh?
Oh yeah. Yep. No, it went from baseball tournament to straight over to Cole's house, make or change our plan, and then basically go fishing from there.
Yeah, it's time for bed. Well fought. I thought you were going to take it all home. I can't believe you guys all tied. I for sure. I was reading 5 on Mud Puddle the whole time, so I was like, oh, their inches don't matter. And then when I look, I'm like, oh god, 3-way tie. So
you should have seen us when you were reading off everything when it was like 666, and we're like, they're missing one of our points. What is it? Seriously, what is it? What is it? Like, we're looking at the screen like they're missing that, and he's picking up old records, and oh my gosh, we're freaking out. Like, who do we talk to? He's talking right now. We'll just
At least it's this round though. It doesn't necessarily matter, but yeah, we want all the points on the board.
I know
exactly.
Oh man.
No, we thought whenever we upgraded that, oh, we got another inch. Although we got another inch bigger. Like, all right, we should be pretty good there. And
yeah.
But no, I'm glad that Ma and Pa had something at the end there too, especially whenever they were battling back and forth with that red horse.
Yeah, they had scoreable fish, and they grinded it out for the full. Well, cut it a little early, but
yeah, so did we.
Yeah, it's to be expected. 20 hours. That's in Hogsback they unfortunately had 18 and a half hours. I think Lewis slept in or something. So.
I think he said. I think he forewarned us that he might do that during the meeting. So But yeah, that was a big surprise too. Them coming in with 3 points. I was just expecting a lot bigger. Or like their fish, like
Yeah.
their fish, what they're known for. They're big flathead. They're big channel. Like
Right. Yeah. Like
the
they said,
gar.
they were chasing them, and it just didn't pan out. You know, and I was totally expecting it. Big comeback from Hogsback. They're gonna just take it all, and it was actually quite the opposite with River Bums. You know, basically putting up a 0 until period 3, and then just taking it all
God,
the
that was
way
so
to the end.
exciting.
Yeah, I was really surprised to see River Bums come through. That was awesome.
Yeah, you know, considering our situation and the way we submit fish and how we're doing this whole thing, it's a little bit you got to give benefit of the doubt. The service thing's an issue, but the communication was awesome this year. Everybody was, you know, letting me know when they're having troubles and texting me, calling me. I think I talked to Lars probably 6 times just because he was, you know, they had the issues, and then he would call me and make sure, and it was good. I'd rather have it that way than trying to make a judgment on my own, and then we sit here and bitch at each other on the stream, you know.
Oh, for sure. Well, that's awesome.
Yeah. So
the only thing I can complain about, Tony, is just the fact that it went so smoothly. I mean, like it's giving me anxiety.
Yeah, I'm glad it appeared that way. I'm glad it appeared that way. The morning, the initial kickoff one was really frustrating to me because the audio issue was just not happening. I couldn't get it going, and I was also on no sleep. We had the little one up all night, so yeah, that sucked. So I was pretty bummed out, but I'm glad it went the way it did after that. So
yeah, I feel like everything went really smooth.
Yeah.
I do too. Even that first check-in, Cody and I both looked at each other and we're like, you know, who's up at that time anyways besides that?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So, and what other than this quick send-off is there to say? You know?
Yeah,
like,
it would have been about 15 minutes. So it's one of those, if we got it, it would have been all right. Since we didn't, it doesn't matter. So
right.
Yeah. Yeah, everything panned out. So we'll keep her going.
Cool deal, Tony. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Tony.
Thanks for jumping in, guys. Good work today, and get some sleep.
Sounds good. We will. You too.
All right. Talk to you later.
All right, later.
Okay, there we have it. I got comments. Doyle, thank you for mentioning 903 Bait Company. Absolutely. We are big fans, and everybody likes the baits. We appreciate the support. So thanks for sticking around and being here. We appreciate it, Doyle. All right. I am spent and need to get some shut-eye. Appreciate everybody for coming in, joining us for the whole day. It was a grind. It was exciting. Stayed really tight through the end. But as it shakes out, we will have 6 teams going to the finals. That is Team Goodwill, Team Mud Puddle, the Googans, Team Hogsback, the River Bums, and Tenny Pounder. They will be battling it out, all of them against each other. No brackets, nothing. It's 6 on 6, if that's how you want to put it. 1v1, v1, v1, v1. But they are going to battle it out on August 27th. I will not be hosting that event. I'm in a wedding that weekend, so I unfortunately will not be here, but we have plans to get the same kind of stream setup out there for you. We've got somebody else that might be taking my place. But if that doesn't end up working out, we will have something, whether it's a scratched together video that we can put out for you, or maybe some sort of live stream where we all sit down after it's all over and talk through it. But join us, stay tuned for the final event in August. It's going to be exciting. And there's going to be a lot more, I think, the stealing of points. That's where it gets exciting for me. There's going to be a lot more of that. I'm thinking there'll be some bigger fish. They're going to have a lot more time to dial in their spots, dial in what they're doing. So don't miss it. Thank you guys all for sticking around. Thank you to all the sponsors, Hogsback Custom Rods, 903 Bait Company, and Funk's Jigs. We appreciate it very much. It helps us what we do what we do. I'm going to put out a post for the winner tomorrow. for the contests, and we will get you your prizes sent over as quickly as possible. So check out the Anglers List Facebook page tomorrow for the announcement on that. And once again, thank you, Minnesota Made Outdoors, for allowing us to hijack your YouTube channel and supporting us through this and sharing all of our content. It's very helpful, and we appreciate it. And last shout out to future anglers in Minnesota. If you have any young kids that you want to get out fishing more, they want to learn more, if they're just dialed in tournament anglers and they just want an extra push and a lifetime of mentorship from a great group of anglers, go look us up, Future Anglers in Minnesota, on all social medias, www.fa-mn.org on the interwebs. Check out our website. A lot of cool programs. We have clinics. Tomorrow is our first technically today, first casting clinic on Bald Eagle Lake. They're going to be having a lot of fun out there catching some fish, and we've got plenty more clinics coming. We have one on the 24th. One on the I'm too tired to remember the dates. If you go over to our website for Future Anglers in Minnesota, you can see our event schedule there. Get your kids signed up. We'd love to have you. It's going to be a lot of fun. So I'm done. I'm going to sign out. Thanks again for tuning in, hanging out with me. I am Tony Dahlberg, the real Tone D, and we'll see you on another one of these live streams or somewhere on the internet. Thanks a lot. See you later.